Hi, good morning. I love you.
Hi. Hi.
It's finally happening. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, the very first episode I ever recorded was in the parking lot of a Quick Trip on top of a hill, and the only reason I was able to hit record was because I envisioned you and that I was talking to you, and it was like all the fear left my whole soul. And that's how my podcast started.
And I remember listening to it, and you even said that you're like, holy fuck, I did it. And I just pretended I was talking to Amanda, and I was like, oh my God, she said my name. Charlie's like, that's like your buddy. She says your name every day. And I'm like, doesn't matter, it's recorded.
Doesn't matter. So, this is Amanda.
Hi.
Who are you to me? Agape.
Oof.
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 Soul sister.
We go way back. I was trying to think the other day, like how far back we go. I mean, it's lifetimes.
It is.
But in this one,
the first time I ever met you, I was getting my hair done by your then business partner.
Yeah.
And you guys recommended that I was going through it. Like one of the darkest parts of my life. And you guys recommended that I go see Lisa at 4-Leaf Reiki. So I was like, I don't know what that is, but okay. And I did, and my whole life changed forever. So yeah, that's kind of where it started. And then...
And you've paid it forward and helped me change my life. Holy moly.
Like, that's all we're supposed to do.
Is help the people that we love see themselves enough to, like, evolve their inner worlds as many times as it takes.
As many times as it takes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So that was 472 years ago.
Right. At least a decade.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, not quite. Because that would have been 2017.
Okay.
9 years ago.
Yeah. And here we are, 9 years after meeting, 9 being a ending of cycles, right? Like karmic debt being paid in full.
In full.
In full. Yeah. Chapters closing, but when chapters close, that's because new stories start getting written. And we were just talking in the kitchen about who we want to be when we grow up. So it's like we're still always like writing that next chapter.
Yep.
Yeah.
I never want to stop.
And it's been so cool to, in the last 9 years, 10 years, just witness each other's stories.
Yeah. 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 Agape. Like, for me, for you, especially in the last 3 years, like watching you turn to nature, to find your deepest healing, and watching you transform and just like shed layer after layer after every time I'm just like what?
How many times can she explode?
How many times? And just I don't know, you meanwhile, like you're such a good teacher because simply by just being you, simply by just like this is what I'm doing today, this is how I'm healing my shit today, this is what I'm sharing with the world today, this is what I have to offer.
Yeah.
And seeing that unfold and evolve in the last, so you've had Amanda owns the Green Witch on Main Street in Eau Claire.
Yep.
Tell us what you do there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so long story short, I offer everything from like handcrafting workshops to sound baths to sisterhood circles, and short story of that is I cultivate safe, supportive spaces for people to take off their armor and leave their masks and their performance at the door and just start that path home to themselves. And I do it, I cultivate these spaces and offer like a lot of different somatic practices and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's just a supportive space to not even become anything, but to remember like who you are and to listen for your soul's expression. And that space has just been all of the medicine that I've needed. And so now I just share it. I just share it with community.
It is such a good little, I was going to say golden nugget, but green little nugget.
It is a beautiful green little nugget.
It is.
That was completely bare bones when I found her.
And you love, sweat, and tears into that place and just took.
I explained to people when I found her, she was stripped down to bones, but so was I.
Yeah.
So was I. I mean, when I found this space, whoever owned it before just gutted it and then put it on the market.
Blank canvas.
Blank canvas. And there was no walls, there was no floors, there was no ceilings, there was no like plumbing, like there wasn't anything there. And that's kind of where I was in life. Life had stripped me of so much, and I was just kind of bare bones. And I've found this, I lived 2 blocks from this space. Never paid it any mind in the year and a half at the time that I'd been at my house. And then one day I went to the grocery store, a way that I never go. I mean, like I went out of my way to like go around a couple blocks to go to the grocery store, and I was following this vehicle with a license plate 222. I remember looking at it thinking, that's got to be something.
My mom's license plate was 222 VGU.
I love that you still remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's something.
These are the things that are trapped in this brain.
And at that time, like, I was just starting to kind of, like, listen to my own spirit. And when you listen to your own spirit, then, like, spirit, creator, source is sending you all of these beautiful little nuggets.
Yeah.
And you're kind of I was starting to lean into them. So I'm following this license plate with 222, just like, well, that's got to be something. And then I drive by this shop and I see a for rent sign in the window. And the phone number to call on it was 833-2222. And I'm like, that's got to be something. Went to the grocery store. Because I'm like a one-track. Like, I can't have too many tabs open.
Yeah.
Like, I had to go to the grocery store. And then I came back and parked in a no parking zone to get out. And I remember sending you a video of just like this for rent sign in this shop, just like, I don't know what this is, but this is going to be my space.
Yeah.
And called on it and got to look at it like the next day. And then they told me that the tenant would have to be responsible for the build out. And I didn't have the funds. I didn't have the capacity. I don't have tools. I filled out an application and I was like, I want this space. It was just this knowing. I knew this was like my next move in life. I didn't know quite yet what I was going to create out of it or with it. Like that clarity wasn't there, but that knowing was there. Mm-hmm. And same for me. Like I was stripped down to bare bones. I didn't have floors or walls or I had plumbing because I was in an era where I cried a lot. I had plumbing.
Yeah.
But I didn't know I didn't have clarity about like my becoming yet, but I just knew that like I was going to do something really fucking magical with my life. And so I built that space, but that space kind of built me too.
Yeah.
And again, with the numerology, 222, by the way, is very much like opportunity, like new growth, new expansion, new life. And a lot of it is focused around path, purpose, career, that sort of thing.
Sure.
But the address of the house or the shop, when you add it together, it's a 9 number. And 9 is a healing space. And it's the same address as my house. So it's just like all of the synchronicities and all of the sign from spirit. It's just, and everything has worked out as it's supposed to. I mean,
from the build out to like
it.
All the pieces came together and you had support and help and like it was just it all worked.
It all worked. And then once she was constructed, I just spent a lot of time dialoguing with her and the energy of the space, and like, how do we grow from here? Like, what is it that we are calling into this space? And that's always evolving and growing and changing, as am I. And yeah, every month is just more and more beautiful of like, okay, so this is what's next, and oh, so this is what's next.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been amazing. And also my journey through like healing my life. And for me, I'm the Green Witch because I lean into the teachings of our great mother of earth, and not just her plants and her medicine and her magic, but also like her seasons and her cycles and her phases, and all of these practices that kind of silence the noise of the mind and just get you back in your body. And we live in a world where everything is power over, right? It's what can I extract from this situation? What can I gain? What can I take? How do I control this?
Yeah.
But when you lean into the teachings of the seasons and the moon phases and the cycle of planting and growing and harvesting and all of the things that Mother Earth teaches us, when you lean into these practices, you learn that the power isn't over. The power is going inward. And so the Green Witch is somebody that just embodies the energies of the world and working with plants, but working with all of the teachings of the earth. And it's been absolutely life-changing for me. And it's healed like an immense mother wound.
Oh, God.
Jeez
yes.
Louise, it's
yes.
healed a big mother wound.
Yeah.
I feel so loved and held by Mother Nature. I feel her teachings and her wisdom and her support and her guidance. And I've been motherless in all of the ways that shape a woman.
Yeah.
All of the ways that shape a woman. But I've actually never been. It just took like returning to nature to realize I've never been motherless.
Oh, shit. That was good. Speaking of that, so you like exude this energy, and when you're sharing things with me or like putting things out there on the interwebs and stuff, and to see what you are creating and to see like where your energy flows and how you transform things, and it like you're such an amazing teacher. And since you've like dove headfirst down this fucking journey, like just watching you and learning from you, and it has really helped me like hone in on my presence in nature. So much so that, okay, so you had something for me. This is the segue transition. And I'm like, wait, don't do it yet. Let's hit record because some magical shit's about to happen.
Magical shit.
Okay.
So my words are hard. I love heart rocks, and they appear to me all over. And so I found this little heart rock in your, can you see that? It's just like a perfect little heart.
It is perfect. It is
right
so
at your
perfect.
riverbed. And so I wanted to bring it today to like place at the little altar for fucking love. What else for?
Right.
What else for?
Hello. So where was I? It was last fall when I went on a trip with my husband and had you water every plant on the property.
Listen,
evidently.
If you asked me to show up for you, I am showing up for you.
You sure did.
You don't even know how many gallons I use, but I watered plants of Jenna's that she hadn't touched
That
with
grow
a
on the
hose.
shoreline.
Hasn't touched with the hose in years, and I'm just hauling that hose as far as it'll reach. And
yeah. So when I got home, there were like three or four heart-shaped rocks just sitting on like the step of the entrance to my house, and I'm like, oh my God, Amanda. Like I always be looking for heart-shaped rocks. I never see them anywhere,
Yeah.
So anyway, last week you came here because we were going to record and we were going to, but I just felt like, no, this isn't, I want to prepare.
Yeah.
Like, I want to create the set and setting where it's just you, me, and, you know, God.
Yeah, literally.
Literally. And create a sacred space where we can really showcase our connection.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. Like, every time I stepped outside into nature in the last week, I have been just bombarded with like actual, like, physical feelings, goosebumps. Like, every time I walk out there, I'm like, I just instantly feel connected. I see signs of my mom. I see signs of like the infinite love that surrounds me. And not only that, I'm dog sitting, and this sweet dog like has reminded me so many times of patience and of like, she's a whiner because she misses her mom. And I didn't realize this till yesterday, but today's day 10. She's been here for 10 days, and she's just crying because she misses her mom. And I'm like, what are you crying for? And we lay down on the living room floor, and I'm like, I know that, well, first of all, dog is God backwards. So it's like, you're loving me unconditionally no matter what here. Like, even though I'm a strange person and I'm not your mom, and you just want some love and attention, and the reason you're crying is because you fucking miss your mom. And that's why I'm crying too, because I fucking miss my mom. And I'm like, I'm such a human, you know?
Yeah.
And just in, like, so we go for long walks, you know, to peruse nature, and this is what happened. So you left my house last Wednesday, and just like trying to channel my inner fucking Amanda and be present with it every time I'm out there. Here's what happened. This jar is filled with every heart-shaped rock I have found since last Wednesday.
You're joking.
I'm dead ass.
Can I touch them?
They're yours.
What?
They are yours.
No.
Agape.
Okay, I accept.
Okay?
Really?
Yes. So
that is so funny, because when I sat down and I looked at this jar and I was like, well, that's a heart rock. Well, that's a heart rock. But I didn't see that they are literally all heart rocks.
they're in a week. That's a week's worth.
Jenna Marie.
And then also,
Did you find this?
I found that in my driveway. No, I made you a roller ball of the essential oil scent that's in that balm that I made.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so those are yours. But this is like a lot of it too. Look at that one. Look at that quartzy one.
Oh my Lord.
You are like such a wild reflection of everything I want to be when I grow up. Your growth, your learning, your wisdom, your healing, your all of it. Like, this is why I say soul sister. I don't like use that term lightly. There's not many of you.
Yeah.
I can count you on this hand, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, every time that you put your whole ass authentic self out to the world to share your healing, you affect, you help, you inspire every single fucking one of us. And thank you. Like, your journey is so beautiful, and you need to write books, and you need to make Lifetime movies, and you need to, please.
Oh my gosh. I say the same thing about you, though. When my life first radically changed 3 years ago, I mean, it was overnight. It was deciding that my daughter and I needed to leave a very abusive, toxic home, and you showed up the next day with your truck, and you helped me haul every plant and book, which were many, many plants and books. I left everything in that home. You can have the furniture, you can have whatever, but I'm taking every plant and book out of here. And it was a few carloads, but
Yeah.
you showed up for me, and then continued to show up for me in so many ways. And I remember sitting on my couch one day just sobbing to you, like, there's no joy in my life anymore. Like, where's the joy? And I used to remember thinking, you know, I saw you as healer. And so I used to remember thinking, like, just tell me what to do. Just tell me how to fix this. Like, why isn't Jenna telling me what to do? You would come to my home and you would give me foot soaks and, you know, you would do all of these nourishing, loving things for me. But you never told me what to do. And it got to a point where I was like, I'm going to make a bracelet. Like, everybody wears these WWJD bracelets. What would Jesus do? I'm going to wear a bracelet to remind myself, like, what would Jenna do? Because she's not telling me what to do. So I got to figure out, what would Jenna do? And as my community now, years later, at the Green Witch has grown, and I'm holding space for women, I realize that, like, we're not healers. We are medicine women. We know all of these methods that, like, bring about medicine. You know, like, you take a pill to make you feel better, or, you know, medicine comes in all forms. And what we do is we share medicine, but we don't try to fix anybody.
Yeah.
We witness. In the witnessing, that's, like, the most powerful thing that you can do for another human, is to witness them. So thank you for never fucking telling me what to do. For never taking the wheel. Like, Jesus, take the wheel. Jenna, take the wheel. I've learned that my whole life, I've offered my wheel up to everybody else. I've let it's been to my detriment that I've let other people drive my spirit, my life, my presence, my future, my all of it. And in you never, like, taking the wheel from me made me see how impactful it is just to witness and hold space for people. And that's, like, where the medicine is. We're not here to fix people. And in that, like, you transform, you know?
Oh.
So WWJD.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like it's taught me, like, how to walk a path similar to yours of just devotion and service to people.
Yeah.
And it's not taking their wheel.
No, it's not taking their wheel, because taking their wheel will lead to crash and burnout.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that took me a hot minute to learn. And I'm still fucking learning that. I be trying to take my husband's wheel all the time. All the time, you know? And, you know, people that we love, it's like, help yourself. You could just do that. But it's not. It's about, my mom taught me, like, you've got to follow your heart. You've got to follow your heart. Nobody can tell you what that is. It comes from in here. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand it, you know?
Yeah.
And even, like, in my upbringing, having, like, I wouldn't call it a spiritual upbringing, but a church there was structure there to kind of let you know what was happening. But it just didn't, like, I didn't connect with that. And I remember her saying, like, through confirmation and, like, my later years, like, late teen, early adult, I'm just like, and then I got married and I was getting divorced, and she was like, you got to find that, like, what you're looking for outside of you doesn't exist. It's in here. And what's funny about that is I was trying to get divorced, and we had to go see our pastor about it. And I was like, I do not want to do this. This is some bullshit, you know? But I did, and it was the exact same thing that my mom said. And I'm like, okay, but this is not for me. And I just kind of put it like my connection with Mother Nature, my connection with God, my connection with divine. Like, I knew it was there, but I just kind of put it, like, on the back burner, and to my detriment. Yeah. Because eventually, like, that thing that I was fucking reaching for outside with, you know, relationships or dudes or alcohol or whatever, like, I was digging the hole even deeper. I wasn't, like, there was no joy. There was no peace. There was no, and I was probably about as inauthentic as I could be. As far away from God as I could be, as inauthentic as I could be. And until I realized that none of this stupid shit matters, and all that matters is the love in my heart, all you gotta do is allow it to come in and go out. Yeah. And come in and go out. like your heart beats and the breaths you take.
Yep.
The rest of this shit is fucking extra.
It's so extra.
It's so extra. So like in times of trouble or strife or question or overwhelm, it's like I have everything I need.
Yep.
I have my breath. I have my feet on the ground. I am not only divinely supported, but I have the people in my life that are going to help me continue to grow and spread my wings and fly, and that's what's important.
That is so important. I've heard a lot from people in the last few years to me that say, like, but you do really hard things. Like, look at you doing really hard things. And I got to a point where I resented hearing that, because being able to do really hard things is not like a badge of honor that anybody wants to wear. Like, I don't enjoy.
No.
And my life has been a life of enduring and surviving. I mean, literally as far back as I can remember.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's the point of any of this? This doesn't feel good for people to be like, but look at how much you've done, and you've survived so much, and you've done so many hard things, and it's like, cool. Didn't really, like, I don't remember my soul signing up for this. They say my soul signed up for this, but at the end of the day, like, for me, learning that it's not the doing the hard shit that matters. It's keeping your heart open through all of that. That's the point. That's the point. And in a life, if I look at my life, I've lived a life where it's literally demanded the collapse of my heart. Like, all of the conditions have demanded that I close, that I harden. And I still have this heart that is wide open, that is tender, that is willing. Again, it's been to my detriment sometimes, but it's been a lot of unlearning and a lot of, like, learning the last few years. I have a heart that it looks past people's actions and behaviors, and it really just wants to understand, like, what trauma taught you that language. And it's a beautiful way to be, but I've left myself unattended at the front door, showing up for people's unrecognized pain, right? And so learning how to stay open and tender and willing, while also, like, being in devotion to this woman, to this body, to this vessel, has been a big lesson. And so now when I hear, like, wow, you do really hard things, it's like, I do, because this heart is wide open. And for me, that's what it's about.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
When you first started talking, I was thinking about, I'm fucking hard shit, doing hard shit all the time. I'm always lumberjacking, chop wood, carry water, Yes. But, like, as you were saying it, and it's funny because this was a few weeks ago, I was telling my husband, I always have to fill the wood box, and there's a process to get the wood out of the woods and up to my basement door so that I can load the wood box.
Yeah.
And every little step, I was taking for granted. I mean, yes, I know what the process is. I know every time he handles that piece of firewood, like, it's, so being, like, pausing for a moment and realizing that and understanding that, since every time I've carried the wood up the stairs, I'm like, this is such a beautiful way to get my blood pumping, but also be appreciative in the moment, because this husband of mine is out there, like, lumberjacking and sweating his balls off and like making sure that I have everything I need to stay warm throughout the winter, and to, and not only that, I always have a fire going in here, so I burn shit all the time.
I love that.
Like, I burn my feelings every single day.
Yep.
Whatever I want to release, like, I'm fucking writing it down angrily on a piece of paper and tossing it into the fire. That has changed my life.
Yep.
That one little thing alone has, like, so the bringing me back to, like, nature in that and working like with the elements and chop wood, carry water. That's what the fuck I was put here to do. But I was put here to do it with an open heart.
Yes. Yeah. Because what would an easy life look like?
Yeah. Ew.
Gross.
That's disgusting.
Gross. Who would I be? Probably not anybody.
Why did you say that?
Right. Right. Who would we even see in the mirror?
Oh.
Nobody, because we wouldn't actually be paying attention to our reflection.
We sure wouldn't.
We wouldn't.
We sure wouldn't. And like, it is my firm belief that we're seeing like all this awful shit happen across the globe, and all of this shit is awful. It's gonna keep happening until we fucking look in the mirror and deal with our shit.
Listen, the world is on fire, but like fire cleanses, heals, releases. Mother Nature knows what she's doing. Like
she does.
She's making sure everything fucking burns.
Yes.
And we start over.
It must. It must. I'm here for it.
I think after I leave here, I'm just gonna grab some torches and like help her along.
Right.
Just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm probably going to.
We're recording this. Don't do it on 178. Okay.
Is that what this highway is?
Yeah.
I'm taking a different path.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. That's, to me, like you're with the Green Witch and the stepping into, you just started a blog?
Holy shit. I just started a blog. Yeah, I love to write.
You are.
I love to write.
A wordsmith.
And so what's funny about my writing is when I can't find the words to speak, when I can't intellectualize like a language that my body is giving me, I sit down with a journal and I write. So Charlie and I, man, we started going to this little spot in Eau Claire called the Lakely back in November. I don't even know what brought us there that one night. There was an open mic night that we wanted to attend. I've been writing since I was
had to
knee-high to a grasshopper.
Yeah.
Since I had to. Journals and journals and journals. And for me, my stories come out in poetry form. So anyway, we went to the Lakely, the open mic night, and the stage was open to anyone from like people with guitars to comedians to spoken word.
A variety show.
A variety. And I started thinking about sharing one of my written pieces on that stage. And for like the next 3 weeks in a row, Charlie would sign my name up on the board for me to go and present a piece. And shortly before it was my turn to go on stage, I would have her erase it because the first piece that I wanted to share was a piece on my story about domestic violence. And I just remember I would look around the room and I'm like, oh, there's too many men in here. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. So Charlie would erase it. So like the third or fourth week, she signed my name up and she's like, if I put your name on
Sharpie.
If I put your name on that board, Charlie's like, I'm not fucking erasing it.
Yeah.
Like, you're going up there. And I was like, nope, tonight's the night. And what do you know? Like, I start looking around. I'm like, there's too many men in here. And Charlie was like, yeah, they're the ones that need to hear it. Like, get up there and do it. My wise caretaker child.
Yeah.
And so I did. I went on stage and I read this piece titled Burden of Proof. And it weaves my story together with the story of a lot of women I know who have been asked to stay quiet, whose truth gets refused and they get silenced. And when I got off of that stage, the amount of people, including men, who came up to me to thank me for sharing my story, and one woman came up to me and she's like, there's a special place in hell for your husband. It was beautiful. But the support that place gave was amazing. And so I've been reading more pieces on that stage, but that stage like finally gave my voice roots.
Woo.
It gave my voice roots, and
Yeah.
I've been wanting to share my story more because the story matters. Like, that's where the medicine's born. It's where the Green Witch was born. It's where the community I'm building, like, it all stems from my story. And I also spent a lot of years in a marriage where my inherent desire to feel and express is what caused me so much trauma. So to learn how to use my voice has been very, very challenging. I mean, even like before coming over last week for a podcast, I was practicing the podcast in my mirror because I wanted to get the words down. And it's not that like I can't speak. I know once I'm speaking, it's very eloquent and it flows, but like it's like I forget how to like summon that voice and that expression.
Yeah.
And so even this blog has been in the making and made for quite some time, but hitting share on it was such a challenge for me because I'm still healing, and part of this journey is I still feel a little bit in that cage of fear of like, what if it reaches him?
Yeah.
What if he hears it? What if he reads it? What if he sees it? What if somebody sends it to him? Like, how's that going to trigger him? How is he going to retaliate? And after a sound bath Sunday night, I showed it to a woman that was at my sound bath that I've gotten really close with, and she's like, what's stopping you? I was just like, I'm still a little bit in that cage, that cage of fear. And she's like, what if you just went home and hit share and went to sleep? I'm like, yeah, what would happen? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So I went home and I hit share and I went to sleep.
Yeah.
And it has been so beautifully received.
Yeah.
Immense support. Another thing I've learned about myself through building community at Green Witch is I am really good at holding space and witnessing people. I'm not the greatest at being witnessed. So that's just all things that like I'm working through.
Yeah.
And next is podcast.
Next is podcast.
And I really want to cultivate some sort of resource in my shop for survivors. This is something that's just really, really important to me. There's a lot of great resources in Eau Claire for like, you know, more of the professional end of things, trauma-informed therapies and things like that. Yep. But I think for me, it's been the somatic practices and the nature practices and the things that regulate your nervous system and that help you express and share and witness, you know, be witnessed. So there's something around that.
You mean the shit that actually moves the needle?
The shit that actually moves the needle. There's something there. I'm still kind of like pulling on that thread to see what that looks like, but
yeah,
there's something there for me.
Oh yeah, and even just so I went to one of your sound baths. It was probably late fall, early winter, late fall. And I can't remember. There were, I don't know, a few other, 5, 6 other people there. And that was like the first one of your offerings I had attended. And what a beautiful way to come home to myself.
Yeah.
Like what you offer there is just amazing. It's amazing. Your gift with the bowls and your instruments, like there is magic and miracles and deep healing in that. And I was like, why don't you just do this like for people individually? Like invite them into your space, have a treatment table, do the damn thing, you know? And not only that, but like you could just put a sign on your door that says healing for survivors. Like I really help you get to the root of this thing and like offer that in your sessions.
Yeah. Sound bath for me was the first thing that really started to move my needle. Because I was doing all of the things that they say you should do. I was reading all of the books. I was immersed in all of the content. I was seeing the therapist.
Yeah.
I was doing the things. And I was still crying to my friend on the couch like I have no fucking joy in my life. This can't be what life is.
Yep.
And I remember seeing this post online for a sound bath. I'd never been to one. And so I selected going, and I don't know, it was a few days later. I was just in a depressed ball of nothingness. And I get this notification on my phone that, like, this event I signed up for was happening. And I'm just like, I'm not going. I don't like to leave my house. Like, I'm too sad. I'm like, what else? Go. And so I went. And I just remembered leaving that place going, what was that? What happened to me in there? I didn't understand it, but I started to just feel different in the form of, like, there's relief. There's a quiet that can happen in the mind when you fully sink into your body. And the more I started to attend sound baths and the more I researched sound baths, they are more impactful than any talk therapy,
Yes.
than any mental practice.
Yes.
Like, what the frequency of sound does.
What the frequency?
What the frequency? That should be what my Sunday
should-
sound baths
it
are
is.
called. I'm going to start making merch.
Okay.
What the frequency? What it does for your nervous system and your mind and your heart. I mean, these vibrations, they get into all of your fascia
of
and
your
your
parts.
tissue and all of the fluid-filled spaces.
Yeah.
And the sound doesn't heal you. It turns on your body's ability to heal itself.
Yeah.
So not only do you start to release tension in the body and physical pain in the body, but you also start to release emotions in the body. And it was that started moving the needle for me big time. And then with my sound baths, I wanted to bring in other things and incorporate other things that have moved my needle, nature being one of them.
Yeah.
Breath work and meditation. I had never meditated.
Yeah.
I mean, up until this last couple of years. And so at my sound baths, it's very intentionally thought out from start to finish. Generally, the intention is the medicine that I need.
Yes, that's
It's the
that's
medicine.
the fucking way to do it.
It's the medicine.
I don't know. I mean, sorry, I'm helping me too. Okay.
Right. It's the medicine that I need. And so I think about what it is my body is asking for, not my brain, but my body, what that language is communicating to me. And then I take that medicine and I turn it into an intention. So I weave in plant spirit because plant spirit is living intelligence.
Yeah.
It is bringing in a living intelligence to support the medicine that I'm bringing. So I do a beautiful herbal blessing in the form of incense, and then breath work and a little guided meditation journey, again, that fits the intention of, like, the medicine I'm bringing to the space that night. And then the instruments are played just intuitively and intentionally at the same time.
Yeah.
And then, I bookend with a gentle song that kind of fits the theme of the intention. And it's just woven together in such a way that I do feel like it is probably one of, like, my greater offerings from the Green Witch.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree that it was a journey. It was a beautiful journey. You know?
We're going places.
We are going.
We are going places in my shop, and that's what I love about it.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and I think, like, not on purpose, but the medicine that you offer, I will say personally, from a caregiver's perspective, is for the caregiver, for the mother, for the one constantly doing and caring for everybody around her.
It's a little fill your cup medicine.
It is. It's I mean, I felt like I was curled up in a ball in the womb on the floor of the Green Witch that night. Like, it was just, like I said, coming home to myself.
Yeah.
Like, I just felt so supported and held, and, you know, I'm laying on the floor, like, my mind, my heart, my everything is, like, showing me, you know, I can't even explain what, but to be in a space where a container where that is held sacred
Yeah.
is some of the most powerful medicine.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, and I walked away from there that night like a changed dude. Every time I'm around you, it's like, what just happened? Like, you've just busted out of your cocoon and you spread your wings, and as you do, you spread light and love everywhere you go. And that's the only type of fucking human I want in my life.
Thank you for saying that, because that's the only kind of person I want to be in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
That's the only. I was asked recently by someone, like, but are you ever vengeful?
Yeah.
You know?
Girl!
Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but also, no. Because it's not like life hasn't presented me opportunities to be vengeful
Sure.
and
Yeah.
to light a motherfucker's world on fire
Right.
if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But no, I don't want to. And maybe had I been a little bit more hard around the edges, I wouldn't have been cracked open so many times in life. But also, like, they say, like, when you're cracked open, that's how the light gets in. And I'm like, no, that's how the light gets out. Like, we're born with that light, and we have to be cracked wide open for the light to get out. And I really experienced that on my work trip.
Your work trip.
My work trip, my one and only plant medicine journey of my life showed me, I saw myself physically breaking open and shattering, and it was so painful and so excruciating to experience everything that's ever broken me, like, in one moment, because that's what it felt like.
Ugh.
And it was excruciating. But then the message came with that of, like, how many times have you been asking, what is any of this for? Like, what is this is what it's for, because this is how your light gets out. This is your medicine. Now go take this into the world.
Yeah.
So I just had to.
I gotta
listen. And it just took one intense psilocybin medicine journey, also known as work trip, which is what you named it.
Work trip.
And I'll never call it anything.
Yep, that was a work trip. Had to do the work.
Had to do the work.
Yeah.
And that's what it showed me, was this was not all for nothing.
Sure.
This is what makes you you, and this is your gift to share with the world. So have you lived a life enduring and surviving? Like, no, you've lived a life becoming, like, what this world needs you to be. On that note, I'm going to take a drink of this heart-opening cacao.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, shit. What else?
Yeah.
What's your address, man? How do we find you?
How do you find me? I am on the Facebook and Instagram as the Green Witch LLC, 1044 Main Street, next to the corner of Boyd Park. But I don't have, like, regular hours. I'm there, you know, for service and beautiful experiences.
And your blog?
My blog is titled Medicine Out Loud. My podcast will also be Medicine Out Loud once I hit send on that. And before I hit send on that, I have to finish the videos that Lindsay sent me, because I have not gotten through all of them.
Oh my God, I know. I was like, please just put this together, like, in a package deal so we can all just take the class and learn it, because I mean, I can hit fucking record on a Zoom, but there's just so many other things I feel like.
Do that. I don't even know what I'm doing.
I don't either, but I'm doing it.
You're doing great.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah. I feel like I just need to go to a Quick Trip parking lot, and
that's
then,
it.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's
That's
all
all you
gonna
have
just
to do.
happen.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What else? Is that it? What else
I feel
we got?
good.
What do you have coming up? Events coming up?
So every Sunday night I do sound baths. In the summertime I do sound baths in a horse field, which is an amazing offering. Saturdays I do workshops. We do everything from, like, crafting broomsticks and botanical crescent moons to making enchanted teacup candles. And
Yes, your pictures that you post are just flippin' gorgeous. And, like, this is like Pinterest.
Yeah, that's a platform I haven't penetrated yet.
Do that. Penetrate the Pinterest.
Yeah, the workshops are well received because we're not just like making pretty shit. I mean, we're making pretty shit, but everything that I offer is intentional. These are the practices that slow down the world, silence the world, and like this is the power of going inward. So I had 5 weeks in a row of breaking dishes. That workshop, like I had over 60 women in my shop, like smashing plates with hammers. Yes. Because mosaic art is beautiful to look at, but what we did was we picked the gorgeous plate we were going to work with, and we sat with it, and we sat in reflection on things from our life that felt fractured, things that didn't maybe come to be, doors and opportunities that closed, or relationships that didn't work out, or projects we couldn't finish, or things that we had lost, things that, slipped through our fingers. And so we would take markers and we would write on the back of the plate. We would name it. We would name all of the things that felt fractured to us. And then the fun part, we would put them in bags, and we would take hammers and we would smash the shit out of it. And we would make the fractured pieces. But then we put it back together into artwork. And so you have this beautiful piece, in your home that you look at, and
it's a reminder.
It's a beautiful reminder that there's beauty in the mess. That being broken it can be turned into something like better than what it was before.
Yes.
So these are the types of I host workshops, but there's such an intention behind everything that we do. And
what workshop do you have coming up? What's the next one?
The next one, I'm doing another enchanted candle workshop.
Ooh, yeah.
And so I've been thrifting these beautiful vintage teacups, which at my last workshop on Saturday, I didn't realize that there's something called a maker's stamp or a maker's mark on the bottom of ceramics. Mm-hmm. You can take a picture of it and put it into Google. It'll give you the history of the piece, country that it was made in, how old it was. So the women at they were taking pictures under. I'm like, what are you guys doing? There was a couple of these teacups that I've thrifted for 99 cents or $2. They were worth almost $500.
What?
Yeah. I was like, this is blessings.
Enjoy.
Yeah, some of them they were valued at
awesome.
$100 to $300. One was almost $500 teacup, which is so cool. But these we made candles out of them, but not a candle that you burn. These are altar candles. Again, with intention, we imbued them and bedazzled them and adorned them with crystals and botanicals and shells and little feathers and all these amazing things, and they look beautiful sitting at your altar space, but they hold an intention. So every time you kind of work at your altar, that energy, that frequency is there. The first Friday of every month, I host Sisterhood Circles, which is just a beautiful way to kind of put all of your titles and all of the I should be's and all of those things kind of off to the side and just show up in circle with women and witness each other. And we kind of lean into the teachings of what season we're in or where the astrology is, and there's usually a fun, mindful, little magical practice that we kind of do in circle as well. I do sound baths in other healing communities, and so
yes,
Thursdays at the Yoga Plant. I'll be there every other Thursday. Yeah. And then Sky Studio downtown Eau Claire, we do floating sound baths where you're suspended from the silk scarves. I'm not, because I don't know how to work it out with all of my bowls, but
they're just all dangling around you,
just running around the scarves. Yeah. But yeah, you can be suspended and cocooned and held in their aerial scarves, and there's just always something going on.
Beautiful.
My doors are open to community, and I talk a lot about women and sisterhood, but men attend my sound baths as well, so dudes are welcome for that. I have a gentleman who comes almost regularly because it really helps him with his anxiety and insomnia, so it's nice to see some male presence in there too.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what we do. I don't want to say it's scarce, but I mean, I'm a woman, so it's a lot easier for me to hold space for a woman. But I so much appreciate the dudes that are sprinkled within that, because it's like, yes, sir, you get it.
Yes.
You just get it, don't you?
Yeah. Gosh. Tell everybody.
Tell everybody. Tell your buddies.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Anything else?
I'm just,
I know there's so many. Like, I didn't count, but I couldn't. Like, I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm just out there like the sweet dogs. I know.
I'm like showing you, and you're like, I know, I found them all.
I mean, I know. I'm
Come
like, well,
on.
yeah, to some stretch of the imagination, put it in the pocket. Like,
Yeah. Did I tell you? Charlie will tell you I'm moving because of a heart rock, but
yeah.
confirmation of moving because of
Yeah.
a heart rock. Not always, but sometimes in life, my body just says, "Oh, we're doing this," and then my brain's like, "I'll get on board later. Like, we're doing this."
Yeah.
It's how I found the Green Witch, and I've been
It's
in
a way of life.
It is.
It
And,
is.
Man, there was so long where I silenced the language of my body, and I didn't listen to it, and probably could have saved myself a lot of trouble. But
I know. You even, like, you had that advice for me last week. What were we talking about? And you were like, just listen to your body first, because that's just how you know. I'm like, oh, yeah. You know,
listen to your
I
body.
think you're onto something.
Yeah.
And yes. Hello, sweetheart. Here's a cameo.
Hi.
Hi.
You were so good through all of that.
So good through all of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for just, I mean, all of this would not happen, would not be happening, like, if it weren't for you. And come here, sweetheart. Shut the fuck up. You're cute, though. It wouldn't, like, if I wouldn't have thought, you know, like, this isn't hard. I can share my voice with the world just the same way, like, I share my heart, my voice with you. Just fucking hit record,
Just
and then
fucking hit record.
that's all she wrote, and it was done, and here we are. Oh, you
So we'll do
can't
this
see.
again tomorrow, same time.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably.
Same time.
Yep.
Same place. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
Mm.
Okay, we love you too. Go love yourselves. Bye.